Jamie, you've not got one, but you've got 2 Christmas trees, one for you, one for the kids. We're going to have a look at them, but we want to know which one's which.
So I can't hear anything if you, if you're talking to me.
So, can you hear me, Jamie? I think we've not got Jamie. Oh, no.
Jamie can't hear us.
Jamie.
Trees are lovely.
Well,
We have got some of... we've got 2 of Jamie's trees. We're going to have to try and show them. Can you hear us now, Jamie?
I can hear you now.
There he is.
We're talking about your Christmas trees, Jamie. You've got 2, haven't you? One for the adults, one for the children. Can you let us know which is which out of these two pictures for us?
I mean, I'd be concerned if you couldn't work out which one the adults were in charge of.
OK, I hear you. The adults one is on the right. Got you.
Yeah, you did it.
She's definitely in a scene with Jamie. I asked her what she made of him. She thought he was all right, you know. But yeah, I've not been able to see it yet, but I'm hearing just great things about it.
Well, you've definitely been hearing great things because, Jamie, congratulations are in order. Just before we came on air, it was announced that Belfast is nominated for 6 Golden Globes. That's 6.
Wow. Yes.
Brilliant. You're up for Best Supporting Actor against your co-star Kieran Hines. So how do you fancy your chances, Jamie?
Listen, you know, you don't really get into that, do you? You know, you're just happy to be involved and happy to have the work and happy to be recognised. I think, not getting too carried away.
Oh, no, definitely.
Tourist, it stars Shalom and Jamie, and it'll have you on the edge of your seats.
Why would somebody want me dead?
You're looking for an Irishman.
Are you sure you want to know who you really are?
It's 9 when the clock says 10. This girl won't wait for me.
You're awake. Sir, can you tell me your name?
Well, you know what, Shalom, there's a lot going off in that clip. We saw car chases, we saw explosions, Jamie's character was in hospital. Now, obviously, you don't want to give us too much information, but come on, what can you tell us about the series?
OK, I'm going to try and do my best. This is usually Jamie's job, so I'm going to attempt. OK, so the series is about a man who's driving through the Australian outback and he's violently run off the road by a tanker truck. And he wakes up in hospital, he has no idea who he is. And we spend the rest of the series trying to piece that all together for him. And he comes into contact with some really interesting and quirky characters along the way, and I'm trying not to give things away, so that's kind of what I'm going to say.
You can't give them Jamie, watching that trailer, that's a new one. Trailer. It looks pretty intense. It's a really interesting thriller, but actually, some may be surprised that there's actually an element of comedy in it, isn't there? I mean, is that what attracted you to the role?
Yeah, there is. There's a sort of darkness to the comedy. Harry and Jack Williams, who created the show, our writers, they managed to squeeze the comedy in often at the darkest of moments, which I was very drawn to. I think certainly if you're from my part of the world, you do find humour in darkness. And I think we all sort of do that. So they sort of encapsulated that really well in these 6 hours of television. And yeah, it just, when you think you know what the tone is, it changes.
It sounds really interesting. I'm very excited to watch it, but it is set in Australia, Shalom.
Yeah.
You moved there in your teens. You now live in London. So what was it like going back over there to film, almost on your home turf?
Yeah, I loved it. It was kind of where I started my acting career, so it was really nice to go back. And it's a lot smaller there, the industry, so I feel like you always feel like you have a friend on set, which is quite a nice feeling. But yeah, it was lovely to be close to my family and friends as well.
Jamie, I'm guessing, obviously, you know, with Shalom saying exactly what she's saying, back in Australia, close to friends and family, she was able to show you around, enjoy some of the sights, but there's a rumour that you said she's the least Aussie that you've ever met.
That was so embarrassing.
I mean, Shalom knows nothing about
So savage, but so true.
Wow, how did that happen?
Yeah, why not?
Why? What happened?
OK, I don't know. I feel like I just missed a lot of things because I moved there when I was about 15. So I sort of have, like, not a lot of knowledge of childhood things in Australia. And yeah.
You're a Brit.
I'm a Brit, I think. Yeah.
With your accent, it's funny because it sounded British and then you just kind of gone into a bit of an Aussie twang.
It's a mess.
But it's really nice though, isn't it? Yeah, it's really smooth.
Thank you.
But did you have a coach as well to help you with to retrain yourself to the dialect?
Yeah, I'm so glad you've been told that. I did have an accent coach on set to help me not sound too British.
What
I
was it,
had a bit of
different
a twang.
sayings or the way you said things?
I think Australians are just a bit more relaxed when they speak, so
Nice.
not as articulate. Don't know if I'm
You
going to
sound
offend
perfect.
the whole
don't
nation
worry.
there.
Sounds perfect. Now, Jamie, I am loving this question here. I hear you've set up a local football team for the dads, but unfortunately, you're not in as good a shape as you used to be, apparently.
Oh, harsh.
That's what I've been told.
I mean, that's
Other
right.
people may
Yeah, it was during. I think it was the first time last year when they announced that you were allowed to exercise outside again as a group or whatever. And there's a couple of dads were around for like a Sunday lunch, and I said, "Do you guys play football?" And they were like, "Yeah." I said, we should start a dads, 5-a-side match or whatever. So we started that, and then last week we had a big grudge match. We had the dads against the school staff.
Oh.
Yeah, we're 3-0 down, 1-6-4. So it was a good night.
Well, yeah, did you put one away? Did you score?
I did, of course, it scored me.
So I like to hear.
Jamie, you'll have to
like
stay
to
on the line after the show to give Jay some advice on how to score. So that would be nice as well. Just a little bit of payback for telling him he wasn't in shape.
That's a low point for me, I'll be honest with you. The Tory starts on New Year's Day at 9 on BBC One.
Still to come, we'll be chatting to Alicia about Walk the Singing and talent. We've seen this video online, which we really, really do love. Take a look at this.
Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to find. So
Jamie, I mean, he's singing it's a fantastic impression of Kermit the Frog.
I'm loving it.
I think you
fan.
sound more like him than the frog. Who was that for, or was that just to not waste a bit of time, but
Entertain yourself.
kill a bit of time?
It was a waste of time. I think we got that the first time. I've got 3 kids under the age of 8, so I spend my days doing stuff like that,
Yes.
and then sometimes I choose to post something like that and then have immediate regret.
I think it's fantastic. You've got very lucky kids to be entertained. Alicia, though, would you advise Jamie to take £10,000 or to walk the line? That's what everyone wants to know.
Walk the line, Jamie.
Oh,
Absolutely. Listen, life's about taking risks, so always walk the line. There you go.